Hey there everybody, got another build for you here. This is guitar number 3, version 2.0. This guitar originally had a 2-foot long counterbalance on it and no bars. And this is the counterweight that used to be on this guitar, way back over here on the tail end of it, hanging off. And it had great balance and everything, great ergonomics, but it was long and ungainly. The guitar overall was like 5 feet long. So I decided to redo it once I came up with this V-bar kind of design for guitars. Let me set it up here. Setting it up actually almost seems to work better here. Okay, so yeah, so I came up with this idea for putting a leg bar on and then a strap bar, and so I decided to convert this one over to that. And so I went ahead and took off the old counterweight and counterweight bar, which stuck out 2 feet below the tail end of the guitar, and I fabbed up the new bars for it, and I went ahead and put it all together more or less. And that's when the kerosene fire at the shop occurred, and you've probably heard this particular incident mentioned in a couple other videos. Yeah, there was actually there was a fire here, a small kerosene fire at the shop. It's okay, there wasn't a whole lot of damage, but one of the casualties was this guitar while I was like waiting for strap locks or something like this. And if you take a look here, this is the original neck from guitar number 3, with the trapezoid profile and the triangular heel, and done in the original finish color of guitar number 3, which was a bit more on the brown side than the guitar is now. And as you can see, this was another one like the original neck for the red guitar build, where I got a little bit too thin right up here at the top end of the truss rod. And while this one, the original neck for the red guitar did finally break for a third time and I gave up. This one didn't break, but the fire, because the wood was thin and all this portion was already exposed, after the fire it was too weak, and so I had to replace the neck. So, you know, jump on eBay, get yourself a 24 fret Fender type neck, give it the carves and all that happy stuff, and you end up with something beautiful like this. Keta wood die, lacquer finish. This is the hand finish. This goes at like, you know, about down to about a 5,000 micromesh. You can still see a few scratches there. I could probably get that out with some rubbing compound. And then, yeah, then this had a little bit of rubbing compound. I've found better combinations since then. This guitar I did in the end I did clean it up with some soft red automotive type rubbing compound, which really did help a lot. It had gotten a lot of crud and dirt on it. It had been over in the shop waiting for parts forever, over on the not done pile. But anyway, so yeah, so version 2.0, what's new for 2.0 is that you can see the fretboard is still wet. I just oiled it. I'm gonna let it soak for a while longer yet, but it's not messy or anything. So let's see, version 2.0. So lost the counterweight, replaced with the leg bar, extended with the guitar off at 4 inches to the left, so it's the shredder type. That puts more or less this part here right in the middle of your belly when you're playing. And then it's got the strap horn, the strap bar, so that it's all nice and balanced and everything. And the guitar has really nice balance to it now. Right about there, yeah. So you're at what? Where are we at? Yeah, about the 13th, between 13th and 14th fret, maybe the 14th fret for the center of balance on this thing. So, and let's see, Floyd Rhodes still on it. Not quite level at the moment because I haven't tuned it up yet. I did go ahead and move all the controls and everything and gave it the new standard, which is it gets a jack, an on-off switch, and a kill switch. And so yeah, this is pretty much this, except for it being except for the fact that it's not a no-head design. This more or less is like right about everything. It's got more or less everything in the way of like all the modern design concepts that I've come up with so far. It's got the trapezoid neck and the triangular heel, the minimalist body, the depth block, or pickguard, or whatever you want to call it. It's got the solid mounted pickup. This one's running a Floyd Rose, really Steinberger type Overlord of Music brand. Is still under $50, I think. Would be preferred with a no head on the top end, like this one. This is the Rose, and there's your come here thing. Yeah, there's your Steinberger with your whammy. You can see it through this plastic. All right, this isn't working out so great, but yeah, it's a no head. And of course, I'm blocking my own light. But yeah, that would be, except for that, this is pretty much the ticket ride. And of course, it's got, you know, all the usual suspects. It's got your locking high ratios and a nice gold truss rod cover, and your hold down retainer bar, and your locknut, and your oil finished fretboard. This guitar, when I redid it with this new neck and everything, basically I made a new neck. I reused the original depth pickguard and the original body, but I refinished the depth pickguard, and not totally. I mean, I didn't take out all the dye, but I refinished the clear coat on it, and then I made new bars for it, and a new little post stand or extension here for the bar. So the only really thing that I didn't refinish was the original body on the guitar, and it's a new neck, it's new bars, and a new extension, and it's a refinished depth guard. So, and that was the bars. I had already done the bars and this, and it had the old neck on it, and the original body and this, and that's when the fire happened. And so after the fire, I replaced the neck, I refinished the bars and the extension, and I refinished this. I didn't really have to refinish that. It wasn't in bad shape. I was able to just like polish it up and clean it up pretty good. So yeah, basically more or less everything except for the body got refinished, at least, if not replaced. All the bars, this is after the fire. The neck got replaced, and everything except for the body got refinished after the fire. And then this thing has been waiting forever for strap locks for it, and they just recently came in, and so it's finally got its precious strap locks on it. And this guitar, let's see, like I was saying, when I did all this refinishing and stuff, I sanded the wood to 2000. I sanded the fretboard to 2000. I sanded pretty much, I sanded all the neck.